Ho, Mishpaka Shimi, Akas Ya Yisrael, Hayamet Ethmete Shal Yehuda, Tehila Yahweh, Tehila Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Good morning, family. My name is Akazia Yisrael, and I exist from the tribe of Yehuda. Praise Yahweh and praise Yahweh Ben Yahweh. We will be starting part 3 of the solar day, solar month, Sabbath class. But before we do that, let's please stand up and face the east and give off reverence unto our Abba, which is we're going to be saying the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Praise Yahweh. Tefillah, Avenu, Sabat Shemaya, Yikadar, Shemeakar, Tavomakut, Teakar, Yer Seri Zonkar, Kivashama El Kain Ba'aret, Alekum Kanu, Tain Lanu Hayom, Uslak Lanu, Alkarteinu, Kimochaso King, Gamananu, Lakotein Lanu, Veal Tefiyenu, Ladeni Sayon, Kakar Seinu, Minara, Kilaka, Mamlaha, Begivara, Betefaret, Leolame, Olamin, Sila. Praise Yahweh. How are y'all doing today? We're going to be picking back up with the next chapter of this, which is the leap year 28-year cycle in solar time. This is a formula. It's again 12 months in a solar year, and each month has 30 days each due to the sun, and we do not account for the moon being created until the 4th day. Again, just touching back, Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. We know that time is corresponding to the sun, not the moon. It's all about the placement of the sun, not the moon, right? And we know that the earth had not seen its first sunset to sunset until the 5th day. And that's how we got 365 days, because it was created on the 4th day. But the earth wasn't able to do his first rotation around the sun until the 5th day. Praise Yahweh. So now that that's cleared up, let's move on. There's 365 days, right? And if you times that by 28 years, then that's when you get that 1,220 days. And that's for solar time. So in 28 years, you would have gotten 10,220 days. Now, for the Gregorian calendar that the devil has submitted the whole world to, well, guess what? They add days to his cycle every 4 years. So that means 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, right? 24, 28. In 28 years, they would have gained a whole week, 7 days. And to prove this, when you do 365 days times 28 years, right? And then you have to incorporate those extra days that they add to the calendar, on March 1st. They take away March 1st. Then they add a day to February, right? Giving February 30 days. And then they'll have 10,227 days. Then what they like to do is they drop those 7 extra days to get back on time with solar time. So then they drop them. And that's the end of the 28-year cycle for a leap year. Because if not, in another 28 years, they would have 14 days being off the correct time. Another 28, 21 days. Another 28, a whole month off. Right? And it would lose time. So what they do is, again, every 28 years, they drop those 7 to get back into the solar time of 365 days, right? Times 28 years, they drop that 7 to get back down to 10,220 days. Again, remember from the beginning of this class that the leap year was created in the Babylonian Empire when they was ruling over Israel, and they was meshing together Israel's solar calendar as well with the Babylonian lunar calendar. And that's what they were doing. And again, every 3 years, they would add an extra month. There's 12 months in a year. So it means by that time they had already accumulated 5 months that they had known, that they named. And so they would add the other 7 months every 3 years, right? To get to that 12th year, to that 12th month. And then when it transpired over to the Roman Empire after the Babylonian Empire fell, right? The Romans picked it up and then they added, well, we're not going to do months because now we got all these months that we named. We're going to do days. So, and here we are now today, following this foolishness. But it's time to shake the dust off our minds. It's time to stand up, family. Let's go ahead and continue, right? With the sabbatical year every 7 years, right? So then we'll do 7 times 365 days, which will give us 2,555 days, right? Now, the sabbatical year is when you are supposed to allow the land to rest for a full year and just let the beasts and the birds and everything feast upon the crops that's still growing or whatever that's going on that year. But you're not supposed to harvest anything that year because you have to allow the land to rest. It's a sabbatical year. Right? Now, there being 52 weeks, right? So 52 weeks times 7 years is 365 weeks. Now, for the solar calendar, you can literally go back 700 years and prove mathematically to the day, and it will match. For instance, if you do 700 years times 365 days, guess what? You'll still get that 200,555 days, which if you chose a bib, then it would still fall on March 17th, and it would be perfectly matched, just how the 365 day times the 7 sabbatical years match at 2,555 days. You see how it still matches? You can do that. Take the time to do that math. It's really fun. Note, the Roget International Thesaurus is the notation of the postscript, the appendix, the writer, the allonged, the codicil, the interpolation, the interlineation, the prefix, the suffix, the cognizance, the noessence, the recognitions, the realizations, and the mindfulness, the observation, the viewing, the looking out, the sign, the telltale signs. This, I am just notating you that you have to be cognizant. You have to be able to recognize that you're in a trick and it's time to wake up from this trick. And it's easily provable when you know how to study. You know, who changed the Sabbath to Sunday and when? Well, it was changed under the Emperor Constantine when it was issued as the first civil law mandating Sunday as the day of rest, and the year was 321 CE, and it was in the Council of Laodicea in 364 CE, officially decreed that Christians honor the Lord's day of rest on a Sunday. Roman officials, the same ones ruling the world today, in confusion. How can they change a Hebrew law when Christianity is Babylonian? Christianity is from the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire comes from the Babylon. That's why they take a lot of their old influence and they brought it over and they added to it. So go ahead and let that sit in. How can someone who is not of that origin, as well as not God himself, change the Sabbath day and make it have boundaries, make it bound to a single day? For Christians, when you look up Christianity, it tells you it was created in the Roman Empire, third century BC. It'll tell you. And they'll tell you another lie. Oh, Jesus created. So Jesus created. Jesus the Hebrew. He's supposed to be Hebrew, right? The black Hebrew Jesus created a Roman Empire religion for the enemies of his people to rule in his stead. Really? Really? Because last time I checked, Romans are Spanish. Hebrews are Afro-Asiatic. That's two different people. And it's so funny that in Romans chapter 1:25, it asks that same question: who changed the truth of God Yahweh into a lie and made you serve the creature instead of the creator who was blessed forever? The Romans. Yo, Christmas, right? Again, the Romans started Christianity. You know, the Holy Roman Empire, right? And they had major influence of the old Babylonian Empire. So they brought a lot of stuff over. That's where your Christmas comes from, Saturnalia. It is a old Roman as well as Babylonian celebration, feast. They just changed it to Christmas to get you further in the trip. Same thing. So the calendar, the Julian Caesar changed the calendar in 45 BC, which featured a consistent 4-year leap year cycle. And in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII implemented the Gregorian calendar to mesh and mix with the original solar calendar so that they would not lose track of Yahweh's time, but will be able to wear out the saints of Yahweh. Can I ask you a question? Can you walk forward and backwards at the same time? Can you inhale and exhale at the same time? I mean, at the same time. No. So how in the heck are you going to take two different calendars, two different timepieces, and try to mesh them together and say, that's order? That's corruption. Why? Because if it was order, you wouldn't have to drop those 7 extra days that you would get in 28 years. If it was order, it would just move in a conformed path, right? Water don't flow against itself and away from itself at the same time. A stream don't go like this. A stream don't go backwards and forwards at the same time. It don't. It goes forward. It goes in the path of the stream. It doesn't go, oh, I'm gonna go down. I knew what, I'm gonna do a U-turn and go back upon myself. It doesn't do that. A bird can't fly backwards. A bird don't fly backwards the whole time. They may jump and flap back a little bit, but they don't primarily fly in reverse. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I am just saying. Can you put a car in reverse and drive at the same time? You can't. So why would you choose to try to put a false manipulative calendar with the real calendar if the only purpose you're trying to push forward is a trick? And then who gave you the authority to even change it? Yahweh surely didn't. I didn't read nowhere in the Bible when Yahweh said, I want to let the enemies of me and my people change our time. Go ahead, you can do. Yeah, I ain't read that in there. They just did it. John 8:44 says that they are the father of lies. And when they speak of a lie, they speak it of their own, for they are the father of it. So I just wanted to just bring that up to you. And on that note, this concludes the solar class as of right now. I pray that you enjoyed it. I mean, I really enjoyed studying it. Again, we proved many times through the definitions, through the synonyms, that it's all about, the Sabbath is all about movement. It's in a bound interval that it changes step by step, day by day, yearly. We prove that through the definitions as well as with the voice of our Abba, Yahweh ben Yahweh, who is the creator of all things, right? And everything consists through him, right? We proved it. Now, let's reason together. Let's drop this Saturday bull crap because that's Jewish. We are not Jewish. Jewish don't mean Judah, because there is no J in Hebrew in the first place. We are Yehuda. There was never no Judah. We are Yehuda. There ain't no J. There is never no real Jeremiah. It's Yirmiyahu. Yaakov. James was Yaakov. There, Isaac is Yitzchak. We have to live in the reality. And, I hear some of my brothers out here, they love to reference, Jerusalem, New Jerusalem as America. We are New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem in the New Testament is used euphemistically, meaning in code. It's not talking about the physical place. Old Jerusalem is where we still are at right now. We are still in Old Jerusalem in our mindsets and in our actions because we are still living and morally. That's why America has Hebrew city names. America is many places. America is Egypt. America is Sodom. America has representations of Israel, because we are in a position to where Yahweh is smart. Yahweh is not going to put us in the desert again and be with us for 40 years sweating. He said that in the video. He said, why would I take y'all to the wilderness so we can walk around 40 years? He said, we already in the wilderness. He said, we already comfortable here. So you going to get right here. Isn't that nice and kind of Yahweh to be smart like that? To say, you know what, why would I make my job harder and make it just like Moses, even harder with these niggas running around through the desert trying to teach them when we already in these cities, we comfortable, we can make this our New Jerusalem temporarily as we learn how to become New Jerusalem. Because again, even though the whole earth is ours, right, through inheritance, because our spirit bears witness with Yahweh ben Yahweh's spirit, we still have a land primarily that is the richest land. And it tells us in the book of Ezekiel, right? Chapter 5, verse 5, that our land is in the center of the earth, just as the sun is the center of our universe. Our land is the most prominent land, and we will take our land back. Just you wait and see. Yahweh is not a man that he shall lie. And we won't have to lift a rifle or anything to get it back. Yahweh will prevail. He will get it for us. Praise Yahweh. You just wait and see. You don't have to believe it now, but you will believe it when you see it. Praise Yahweh. Because I know. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yahweh showed me. Yahweh have showed me. I guarantee you. So right now, while we're here, absolutely, this is our New Jerusalem. The whole earth is our New Jerusalem. But we have a land, children. We have a land that Yahweh won't allow the enemies to sit there and live there like they squatters. We have a land, my family, and we shall take it back. And we will have a double portion, meaning our boundaries are going to expand for our literal territory. Because until the entire earth is full of the knowledge of the Lord Yahweh, we got work to do. So let's get it done. Praise Yahweh. I love you, family. Have a good day. Understand, last thing I want to tell you, we all must have grit. It is time to correct. It is time to not repeat old dying habits. You may fall every now and then. It may creep up on you. It's okay. It happens. But guess what? Grit will get you through those moments. If you fall, it's okay. Dust yourself off. We are learning how to be perfect. The earth was not built in a day. But do not cast down another brother or sister when you have not yet become full perfect yourself. And even when you become full perfect, reach one, each one, teach one. Praise God.